Hey guys, for my second storytelling performance, I thought I would perform a piece that was not my own. Um, Something similar to this happened at the library a few weeks ago, and when I was telling a friend of mine about it, he said, "Oh, you've got to read this story. You're gonna laugh hysterically," which I did, and then thought, I've got to share it. So this piece comes out of the book called Me Talk Pretty One Day by David Sedaris, and the name of this story is entitled Big Boy. I hope you enjoy. It was Easter Sunday, and my sister Amy and I were attending a dinner party at our friend John's house. The weather was really nice, and so he had a table set up in the backyard. We were all enjoying the warm weather and the sun, just having a good old time. When dinner was over, I excused myself, and I went into the bathroom. When I got there, I was met with the biggest turd that I had ever seen. I mean, there was no toilet paper in there. It was just this long, coiled thing, big as a burrito. Well, I flushed the toilets, and this turd just trembled. Shifted position a little bit, but it wasn't going anywhere. I thought about leaving it for somebody else to take care of, but it was too late for that. Too late, because stupidly, as I had gotten up from the table, I told everyone where I was going. "I'll be back in just a second. I'm going to use the bathroom," I said. Now, I could have told them that I was going to make a phone call, or that I was going to urinate and maybe splash some water on my face, but I didn't, and now I was stuck with this. As I sat there and the tank refilled, I made a silent promise. The deal was that if this thing went away, I would perform some unexpected act of kindness for the entire world. As I flushed the toilet again, "Shoo," I said, "go on, get out of here." And I turned around to perform my act of kindness and my good deed, but there, bobbing to the surface, was the turd. Just then, someone knocked on the door. "Just a minute," I said. I was starting to panic. When I was younger, my mother had explained to me that everyone has bowel movements. Everyone, she said, even the president and his wife. It was natural. She would point to the neighbors, the doctors, our friends, the famous people on TV. They all do it, she said. Well, natural or not, I was not taking responsibility for this thing. "Just a second." At this point, I was seriously considering scooping this up out of the toilet and dropping the turd out the window. It honestly crossed my mind. The only thing that stopped me was 10 feet away from that window were all the guests. They would surely hear the window open. They would definitely see something dropping to the ground. And these were the type of people that would come to investigate. And there I would be, with my unspeakably filthy hands, trying to explain and convince them, "It wasn't mine. It's not mine." And the only person that would believe me was the person who had left that thing there in the first place. And I seriously doubt that the freak in question was going to come and lay claim to this. I was trapped. Just a second." As I sat there, I grabbed the plunger, and I turned it over and used the handle to start breaking this thing into manageable pieces, all the while thinking, this is not fair. This is not my job. Well, I flushed, and as I waited for the tank to refill, because it wasn't going anywhere again, I thought, maybe I should wash my hair. It wasn't dirty or anything, but I needed some excuse for why I was spending so much time in the bathroom. These people probably thought that I used dinner parties as an opportunity to defecate and catch up on my reading. Just a second. I'm coming right out. I'm just washing my hands. One more flush, and this thing was gone. It was out of my life forever. I opened the door, and I was met by my friend Janet. "Well, it's about time," she said. As I walked away, I started thinking and wondering, why did this bother me so much? It obviously didn't bother the guy who left it in the first place. What was the big deal? Had it been left there to teach me a lesson? Was a lesson learned? Did it have anything to do with Easter? I resolved to put these questions behind me, and as I stepped outside, I began examining the suspects. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.